Hey everybody, Tokusi here and welcome back to another Ultra Impact video. So we are on day 2 of Club Festival. Yo, this one's tough. This one, it actually kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, this one will require some trial and error. I don't want to make this one too long, so I'm just gonna hop in with the team that I used. Now, if you don't have this team, which I'm assuming most don't, unfortunately, because Bakugo is a banner unit, so I don't know if many went for him. Now, Momo is the new celebration unit, so if you do have them, have her, great. And if you, they are both currently out. But once again, I wouldn't recommend summoning for these two units, especially if you don't really want them, just for Club Festival specifically. But, of course, if, as you are well aware, because Bandai loves to do this for some reason, red and purple are the buffed characters. And, of course, the newest characters do the best here, right? Because, well, Momo obviously just helps the team operate as well as it does, and Bakugo is just an absolute machine, especially with buff block. Anyways, I'll discuss what my thoughts and opinions and strategies are going throughout this event as I play. And yeah, hopefully I can help you all out a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't really have many recommendations. I haven't really tried other teams other than this 3. I've been trying to score the best I can. But yeah, hopefully this will help you out a little bit. But honestly, the first tip and trick that I'm going to tell you, it's not really a trick, it's just a tip. As you can see, that was a perfect turn for me. And that is actually what my first tip is for this event. This is going to require a lot of trial and error. There's no beating around the bush, there's no other way to put it, but you are going to suffer. You're going to suffer, you're going to have to restart a lot, and you're going to have a lot of things go your way. As you can see right now for this run, it is going exactly the way I want it to go. And the reasoning for that is, so far, at least, I have not been shut down with Compress's AoE, and I have had Nejire do essentially nothing to me as in dodge, because of what has happened so far. Now, of course, they just... Okay, I gotta explain what they are doing too, but in the thick of things, it's going to be a lot of trial and error because you need everything to essentially go your way, right? So, what happened those first 2 turns was I did get the triple stun with Ochako, and I did get the buff block with Bakugo, which I do think honestly hindered what happened to Compress there a little bit. So, now, why it's so important to keep on trying to get the best attempt you can is there's going to be attempts when you try to do this, and it has happened to me dozens of times, I want to say at this point, where I'll quit immediately, where things just don't go my way. As in turn 1, I don't get the stun with Ochako whatsoever, I don't get the buff block with Bakugo whatsoever, and I'm immediately binded. I've had turns where I'm triple binded, and it is the worst thing in the world because you're just done. You're incapable of playing the game at that point. So keep in mind, it will definitely take some time probably to get the best score you can, but the best thing about this is it's as many attempts as you want. So if you have the time, put in the time and effort if you're really trying to do well for your overall score. And for me, that's my big thing too. My individual score is great, but for me, I really want to try to get our club overall score higher than last time. Because when we scored 133, it was just essentially 3 members. 3 members that were here the entire time in my guild. And we got top, what 130, 140? I was actually super happy with that score. So, considering all things that were going on, but now we currently have a much better turnaround as we have... this is what I want to do? Yeah, this is what I want to do. A healthy club. We have 29 out of 30 members. The majority are participating every single day, which is obviously fantastic. I'm grateful for you all. But yeah, I think that right now I keep trying to do my best. Try for my best run so that I can get the best possible score I can for my team. And obviously for myself too, it feels good. But yeah, that's obviously my first tip. Sorry, that went off forever. Trial and error is going to be a thing. Because right now, everything is going very well, as you can see. Compresses plus ridiculous bind AoE, it's just not in play. And that is simply because of Ochako 2, and of course Bakugo being the absolute bloody menace that he is, because he comes in so clutch, right? His buff block is not only shutting down Compress, but it is shutting down Mirio and Nejire from giving dodge to the whole team. And that's massive. Like, when I got my best score before, and honestly, this one's going pretty well too. what ended up happening was every single one of my or Nejure's plus ultras to me, she didn't give the team dodge except for one time, I think. And honestly, I think she only did it once at the very beginning. So right now, this run's going really well too. And that's just kind of what you have to hope for. So yeah, that is, I've beat around the bush for that one for a long time, but hey, it's true. You know, I actually was speaking to the #1 player right now. And actually, I think he finished #1 last season, the first club festival that happened. So shout out to Sunny Scout. He actually scored something ridiculous. I think day one he had like 349,000, I think is what he was just telling me. Stupid high. It's actually crazy. And yeah, he puts in a lot of time, a lot of trial and errors, and a lot of attempts to get those scores. But hey, he's #1 in the world. He is the all might of this game for a reason. Yeah, so this is kind of similar to what happened last time. So Nejire was able to get that 1+ ultra that gave the whole team dodge. So unfortunately, Ochako's plus ultra there was, you know, rendered useless. But hey, it is what it is. Honestly, I think at this point Bakugo might do some more damage. So I'll attack with Nejire first, or Ochako first. Yeah, look at Bakugo crush it. That's actually the lowest I've had compressed. This might actually be my best score. I'm not kidding. Let me see. I want to see this. Yo, be my best score, please. Oh! Is it? I think it is by about 700. Hey, let's go. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say I have not been able to beat that score in like the last billion attempts. So wow, that is so funny. Okay, and that's what I mean. You got to get one of these runs that just goes your way in every way. Almost went perfectly there. If I would have been able to shut down Nejure's plus ultra there at the end and got Ochako's to land, oh, that might have been golden. I might have even taken out compress, but hey, it is what it is. I will take this for sure. But yeah, as I was speaking with Sunny Scout, as you can see, he's probably #1 right now. I think he said he scored like 280 a day. Yeah, look at that. Look at that man. On a tower on his own. Literally, at the scene where Endeavor's building the bridge, that man's standing over there. But no, you know, shout out to Vipe, the Endeavor of this, you know, trying to keep up with him, but nah. I think I've scored really, really well over these last 2 attempts, and you can see how far behind I am, so. Yeah. As he stated, and as I'm telling you all right now, it is going to be some trial and error. And you are going to have a lot of bad attempts, like a lot of bad attempts, especially if you're going for the perfect run. But that is just how I would play it. And then another tip I would give is to, honestly, as you can see what I was doing. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe somebody in Discord or your club will tell you differently. But I focused on compress. And I mean, my auto does it, but even in the few times that I was testing it out, I just think it's a smarter play. Right? So there is 2 greens on the team, so I would recommend 2 reds. That is why I ran Bakugo and Ochako. If you don't have one of these 2, Fantasy Ida could be really good here, right? Inasa is really good because he's got the 2 dodges that he gives out, plus an AoE attack. WK in my club, for those who might know, maybe, he used this character, and he actually scored pretty well there too, so could be a good recommendation for sure to try out. Seiji could be good for just like shutting down the team, but he doesn't really do too much damage, so maybe not him. Jiro to buff the team. This purple Endeavor actually could be really, really good. I just don't have it invested, unfortunately. There's a lot of... I wish resources came back quicker in this game. I would definitely invest in a lot more characters. Need Bakugo. But yeah, let me know if you found any other teams that you found, you know, beneficial here. Hopefully you can get a pretty good score. Hopefully you do a lot better than me, and hopefully you do really good overall and pass on some tips and tricks to your club. But yeah, long story short, obviously try to use the colors that are recommended. Red more than purple, because red does give power up. If you have these 2, Bakugo and Ochako, invest in them, go for them, and use them, because they help so much, right? Ochako gets rid of them buffs. She can stun, and then you saw Bakugo's buff block there come in handy so many times. And then Momo's is the ultimate battery for this entire team. It operates so well. So yeah, if you can run them, do that. I would target down Compress, because his memory that he did have, I forgot to show memories, but Nejire has Dulce Summertime, so it's annoying. Don't let her get being the 3rd attacker. Status A almost will be affected, and she gives the team dodge. Shut that down. Stun the teams to get their rotations messed up. That's what I mean. Get them perfect runs in. Mirio's is annoying, right, because of the cover and the dodge. That's where Bakugo is so good here because of the buff block. It shuts down that annoyingness. So, I hate saying it, but Bakugo, the new shiny characters are what do best here, because Bandai just loves to treat a lot of the player base so well, especially a lot of people that are free to play, right? They save for non general pool banners. They want to summon on banners like Momo's because it's higher rates and a higher chance of characters. I don't blame you all whatsoever. I just blame Bandai's decision making for this event. Why only the best characters? But I'm not going to make a whole rant on that. But yeah, I would go with Bakugo for sure because he just shuts those down. Target down compress because the memory he has, it does give damage reduction, but only for 3 turns of 20%. So after 3 turns, he is definitely able to take the most damage by a mile. He never really hides himself. He usually hides Nejire or Mirio. So the damage reduction, or like they're not the one. He's not the one healing half the time. And yeah, obviously he is green, having double red. You can target him down more and more. And then best of luck. Hopefully you can get the perfect run right. You can get the turns where he doesn't shut you down with the bind and Nejire doesn't get her dodges. So yeah, that'll be it for this one, I think. I don't think I have anything else really to say, tips and trick wise. I mean, this is kind of RNG. We are 15th right now. Hey, we doing well, we doing well. General, you better watch out. My club coming, my club coming. You know, shout out to my whole team for trying out hard here. I did get a new best score, so that's actually insane. You know, so yeah, once again, Reds, new units if you have them. Aim down, compress. Hopefully you're faster, you should be if you have the color variants, and know that it will take a few runs for sure to do your best run. I want to say I've done this 20 times. So, and it's funny that I did it in the video. I'm not kidding, that's hilarious. So, yeah, give it some time, be some patience. Hard work comes after a lot of training, right? I mean, it's a video game, we're not actually working out here, but it takes a lot of attempts to get your best run. Take it from Sunny Scout. My boy said he did it for like 5-6 hours just to get the best score he did, so time and patience, if you have it. Or just get the best score if you want, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Expect daily tips. Maybe I should try to actually switch up the team then, so I can give actual tips and tricks, but really my tips and tricks are like, hey, hope you have a lot of patience, and at least I could tell you who to pick on. So in this one, I would pick on Compress. So, yeah. Best of luck. Hope you do really well. Hope you do better than me. Hope you have better advice than me, better team selections, options for me. But I'm really just trying to do the best I can, so I'm probably going to be running this team the whole way through until they switch this up where it's not red and purple. But, yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Shout out to the people I shouted out. Y'all the goats. Study Scout for real, #1. But yeah, until next time, best of luck. Do well for your club. Tokusa out.